And the Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The quarterback keep. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical 3rd down, pitch and catch explosive play for the offense.
Taylor wants to throw it. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Getting worked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out wide right, it's Cook. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Keeps it moving, it's Marshall. Hit and drop behind the... He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. Makes the grab, it down immediately, he picks up a few. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Sets his feet, it's Underwood. Rushes on. Finds his tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Lets it fly. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So here comes the Michigan offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The running back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Lacy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Left side, it's Matthews. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Taylor wants to throw. Right side, it's Edwards. Taken down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a little strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Really good third down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting them in third and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a fourth down, and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this D.
Punt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Buchanan. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
Oh, pressure's coming. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Dumps it off in the flats. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and long right here. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Third and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. receivers are walked up tight. And he almost had a pick.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Second and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Odom. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Taylor wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They want to run this quarterback. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Man, first. Being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They think there's room to run to the right here. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. They'll run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Underwood. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under pressure. Trying to make something happen. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Throwing, Underwood. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's changing the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Taylor wants to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Throwing right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now they'll run it to the right here. Defense all over him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Stepping to the right. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Number 22, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Waning seconds in the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Taylor wants to throw it. Look out! Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the 49ers in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. to the air. It's Underwood. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
In the red zone.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready! Bender, bender, ninja, ninja! Brick, brick, copper, copper!
Throwing, Underwood. Left side is Hansen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick give. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. From the gun, it's Edwards. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Michigan! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Knight. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion, now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third. Everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lacy. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the catch. It's Cook. Shakes off the defender. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
3rd down following the sack by the D. They're all over him. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why. Play
action on 1st down. Buying a little time to his left. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And receivers just haven't been able to separate and get open tonight. It's been that way all game long so far. It's been tough on this QB. Another one gets swatted away for an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Black 14. Black. Check. Bad 30 clear. Bad 30 clear. Eagle. Check. Eagle. Slide. Bear. Escape. Enter.
Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Hauls it in. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Number 33, set to kick off.
Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He's past the marker. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush is on. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Just got rid of that one.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He rifles one deep down the right side. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide left, it's Odom. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Quarterback keeps it. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
On the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. All over him immediately.
And And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
That leaves them with a tough fourth down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the fourth quarter.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Back's looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They've got him corralled.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the...
Deep shot for the end zone. Dangerous throw near the goal line.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. He'll pull it down and run. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Out wide right, it's Cunningham. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Underwood. Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught, it's Hansen.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Long way to go on 2nd down. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.